The thrilling story begins by introducing a banker named Sam, who used to live with his girlfriend, Molly. The two of them were planning to get married soon. Together, Sam and Molly had rented a small apartment so they could live comfortably. Sam loved Molly deeply and could do anything to make her happy. Sam had a very good friend named Carl, who worked with him in the same company. One day, while Sam and Carl were working, Sam discovered that there was a large sum of money in one of the accounts at their bank. Since Sam was the one responsible for handling all those accounts, he changed the system's password for security purposes. For some reason, Carl came to Sam and asked why he had changed the password. Sam felt that something was wrong, which is why he made those changes. Carl insisted on handling the matter himself, but Sam believed that the amount was too large and securing it was extremely important, so he refused to delegate the responsibility. After finishing his work, Sam went to a nightclub with Molly to have some fun. On the way, they were walking together, holding each other, when suddenly a thief attacked them. The thief tried to snatch all the money Sam had, but Sam resisted bravely. During the struggle, the gun the thief was carrying suddenly went off. The thief ran away, and Sam chased after him for a short distance before giving up and returning to Molly. But what he saw next left him stunned. Molly was holding his body in her arms. Sam had been shot and was now dead. A strange light appeared a short distance away, and Sam began to watch it. At that moment, he fully realized that he had died and what remained was his spirit. He could no longer be seen or touched by anyone. Molly took Sam's dead body to the hospital for treatment. Sam's spirit had also arrived at the hospital, confused about why all this was happening to him. Suddenly, an old man appeared and started talking to him. It turned out that the old man was also a spirit. He had died just like Sam. The old man pointed to another patient undergoing surgery and said that he wouldn't survive. Moments later, a light descended from above and took the soul from the patient's body. The old man remarked that it was good no demon came to take his soul. This made it clear to Sam that he was now completely a spirit. No one could see or touch him anymore. Molly and the others later held Sam's funeral after his death. After Sam's death, Molly became extremely lonely. She couldn't understand why this had happened to her. Sam, who had now become a spirit, stood silently nearby, shouting to Molly, "I'm right here." But sadly, no one could see or hear him. However, Molly's little cat somehow could see Sam because animals have the ability to sense spirits. After a little while, Sam's dear friend Carl came to the house. Carl told Molly that he needed some important files from Sam's company. Although Carl usually took what he needed, this time Molly took one extra thing, something Sam always kept with him. Seeing Molly's sad face, Carl asked if she would come out for dinner with him. At first, Molly refused because she felt very lonely, but after Carl insisted many times, she agreed to go with him. Sam felt a little jealous and tried to stop her, but he was completely powerless. A few hours later, the door suddenly opened on its own. Sam saw the thief, the same one who had taken his life, entering their home to steal. Sam's spirit tried hard to stop the thief, but it was all in vain. Sam couldn't even touch the thief. The thief began searching the house for something important. Soon, Molly returned home, and Sam tried to warn her that the thief was inside and that she needed to be careful because the thief might attack her. But Molly couldn't see Sam and went to change her clothes. The thief kept a close eye on Molly, and his intentions turned sinister. He tried to force himself on her. At that moment, Sam scared the cat, which then directly attacked the thief. The thief, hit hard, ran away. Sam continued to chase him because he wanted to find out why the thief had come to their house. They both ran until they reached a metro station. Sam kept chasing the thief inside the metro, but suddenly another spirit appeared and attacked Sam. Actually, that spirit was saying, "This area belongs to me, and you should leave." Sam moved away from there, but he noticed that this spirit could even break mirrors. Everything Sam touched passed right through him. So how was this spirit any different from him? But putting all that aside, Sam focused only on chasing the thief. The thief returned home and called someone, saying, "I couldn't bring that thing." A lady was there, but he promised to finish the job within 2 days. Sam became extremely worried about how to protect Molly because the thief's intentions toward her were growing worse, and he might even kill her. But who could Sam tell about his problem? No one could see or hear him. While walking on the street, Sam saw a shop that offered spiritual advisory services. Inside worked a woman named Oda, who claimed she could talk to the dead relatives of people, that is, she claimed to literally communicate with spirits. But all these claims were completely false. The ability to talk to spirits was actually possessed by Oda's mother and grandmother, but Oda only tricked people to earn money. Sam laughed a lot at this and started to talk to himself. Suddenly, Oda began to hear Sam's voice and got scared. Sam noticed this and realized he had finally found someone who could hear him. Sam begged Oda, "Please help me, or the thief will kill my Molly." Even though Oda's ancestors had the ability to talk to spirits, Oda herself was very afraid of doing this work and refused to help Sam. Sam, though invisible to others, kept shouting around Oda, not even letting her sleep. After a long time, Oda finally decided to help him. Oda called Molly and told her everything, that Sam's spirit was still with her. But Molly said, "Sam is dead, how can he come back?" When Oda told Molly about the spirit, Molly didn't believe her. Molly didn't believe because she thought there was no such thing as spirits. But Sam told Oda that they had to save Molly, otherwise, the thief could kill her too. Both of them went to Molly's house, and Oda started telling her all the things only Sam and Molly knew, their personal matters. Hearing this, Molly immediately came downstairs and invited Oda inside. Still, Molly couldn't fully believe how Sam's spirit had come there. Oda explained everything Sam was trying to say. She told Molly that the thief who killed Sam was coming to her house and that her life was in danger from him. Molly became convinced because Oda was telling her things that no one else could know except Sam and Molly. Sam had even found out the thief's name, Willie. Through Oda, Sam said that while Molly was out with Carl, Willie came to their house looking for something he couldn't find. But he would try again to steal something in a few days. Sam's death was not an accident, it was murder. Sam said all this through Oda because now Molly would have to tell the police so they could get justice. As soon as Oda heard about the police, she immediately got up to leave. She told Sam that she had helped him as much as she could but didn't want to get involved any further. Angry, Oda walked away. Now Molly called Sam's friend Carl and told him everything because he was the only one she could share it with. Molly told Carl that Sam's spirit had given her the thief's address. But Carl said not to trust such stories, they were all nonsense. However, after Molly insisted a lot, Carl went to that address to check it out. Sam was with him too. Carl went straight to the thief Willie's house, the address Oda had given. Sam followed him. As soon as Carl entered the house, he found Willie having dinner. Carl talked to Willie as if he knew him already. The truth was, this whole plan was Carl's. Carl had hired this thief to get an important password from Sam, so he could do his work in exchange for money. The bank where Carl worked was helping some drug dealers. Carl had to convert their black money into clean money using Sam's access. Some of that money belonged to Carl, and he needed to return it quickly. Otherwise, the drug dealers wouldn't spare him. But when Sam found out about all this, he changed the password himself. That's why Carl was desperate to get the password, which was kept in Sam's wallet. He sent the thief Willie to Sam's place to get the password. But because of the accidental shooting, Sam died. Carl knew the password was still at Sam's house, where Molly lived, so he sent that thief to Molly's house to retrieve it. He had no choice, otherwise, the drug dealers would kill him. Sam was there and felt extremely angry because his best friend had betrayed him. Although Sam tried very hard to harm Carl, it was useless. On the other hand, we see Molly telling everything to the police. But the police didn't believe in spirits or ghosts and said they needed proof, which Molly didn't have. Molly told them everything about Oda and the thief, but the police team didn't trust Molly or Oda's story. Molly even revealed things only she and Sam knew, which Oda had apparently told after talking to Sam's spirit. Then a male police officer took charge of the investigation and pulled out a file. He said there were many cases registered against Oda, but nothing against the thief Willie Molly mentioned. Oda had been to jail many times for illegal cases, so the police trusted Molly's story even less. Now we see Carl, who had the key to Sam's house. He immediately entered and searched for the password Sam had kept. Soon, he found it. Using that password, Carl logged into his bank office systems. Now he had full access to the accounts through which he dealt with drug dealers. He started the process of converting $4 million from black money to white money. First, Carl transferred all the black money into an account under the name Rita Miller. Surprisingly, there was no such account. Carl planned to use this trick to completely launder the black money, enabling the drug dealer's operations and earning a lot for himself. Sam stood there watching everything Carl was doing. He realized how evil Carl was and that Carl would do anything for his own benefit. Now Carl went straight to Molly's house because his job was done. But now Carl wants to win Molly over after Sam's departure and start a relationship with her. Carl had even started talking to Molly very nicely. He tries to convince Molly that no matter what happened, they should move on. Somehow, Molly also starts getting caught up in these conversations, and the two grow closer. Sam can't see any of this happening, so he tries to intervene. But it's useless because he's just a ghost passing through their bodies. Just as Carl and Molly are about to kiss, a photo frame falls from Sam's hand. The photo was an old picture of Molly and Sam together. When Molly saw the photo frame fall, she remembered Sam and pushed Carl away, saying, "We can't do this. I still love Sam." Sam didn't understand how the photo frame could fall because, as a ghost, he couldn't touch anything. Then he remembered the man he had met at the metro station who could break a mirror. So Sam immediately goes back to the metro to meet that other spirit. Sam asks that spirit how he can touch objects and if he can teach Sam to do the same. The other spirit is kind-hearted and starts teaching Sam. He explains that even though Sam is a ghost, if he collects all his emotions in one place and thinks of himself as a normal human, then he can touch things. But this requires a lot of concentration. At first, Sam struggles a lot and practices this for many days. Initially, he couldn't do it, but gradually, as his concentration builds, he starts to touch small things with his hands. This progress boosts Sam's confidence, so he keeps training. After good training, Sam goes directly to Oda, who previously couldn't communicate with spirits at all, but now she has gained that ability. She begins helping people by talking to their deceased relatives. Many spirits surround Oda. Then Sam came in front of Oda and said, "I need your help. You're the only one who can understand me." But Oda clearly told Sam, "I don't want to get involved in this. Solve your problems yourself." She asked all the spirits present there to leave. A little while later, a man came into Oda's shop, none other than the same thief, Willie, whom Sam had sent to kill Oda. Willie immediately took out his gun and started firing all around. Sam, trying to protect Oda, told her, "Go inside the room." Oda quickly saved herself by following Sam's advice, going into another room and locking herself in. Willie was forced to leave the place for the time being. After things settled down, Sam told Oda, "That thief will come back to kill you again. So you have to follow the plan I made to stay safe." Oda was helpless in her condition, so she had to help Sam. Sam prepared Oda and took her to his own bank, but now he had changed Oda's name to Rita Miller and even created a fake identity for her. Sam took Oda inside the bank and said, "Go and talk to the cashier. Tell them that Carl created my account online and got my signature there." Oda did exactly that, and her fake identity even had the signature, meaning Rita Miller, which was Oda's new identity, could make transactions from that account. The shocking thing was that Carl had transferred $4 million into that account. Oda went to the cashier and said, "I want to close my account. Please make a check for all the money in it." The cashier was shocked to see such a large amount, but had to do what she asked. The bank made a check for $4 million and gave it to her. Oda was very happy to have a $4 million check in her hands. But Sam told her, "This money is not ours." On the way, they met some charity people, so Sam told Oda, "Give the $4 million check to them." Though Oda did not want to, she had to agree. According to Sam, this black money should be used for the right cause. Meanwhile, Carl was trying to access the account under the name Rita Miller. But it appeared that there was no money left in the account and the account itself had been closed. Carl was completely shocked and confused. How could this happen? There was no person named Rita Miller at all. How did this unknown thing happen? Sam was present nearby, calmly watching everything. Carl knew that if he didn't get the money, all the drug dealers would kill him. He had no idea how all this was happening. Suddenly, Sam wrote the word murder on Carl's computer because his training was complete, and now he could touch things. Carl screamed, "Who is here?" Sam then wrote his own name on the computer screen. Terrified by this, Carl immediately ran to Molly's house and started questioning her. "What did that lady Oda tell you that day?" Molly said that everything Oda said was completely wrong. Oda told her about Sam's spirit, that he was already here in this world, around them. Molly also told Sam about Oda's real name, not Oda, but Rita Miller, and that she had just closed her bank account. Carl was shocked to hear this and began suspecting that Rita Miller was none other than Oda, and that all the money was with her. Now Carl decided that he must somehow get his money back from Oda. Carl said, "I have a headache, I need some medicine." Molly went inside to get some medicine. Meanwhile, Sam made Carl aware of his presence and scared him a bit. Carl realized that this was none other than Sam's spirit trying to trouble him from all sides. Carl picked up a knife and threatened Sam, saying, "If you don't leave me alone, I will kill Molly and then finish you." But Carl didn't know that Sam was no longer the same. He had completed his training and could now touch things like a normal human. Sam threatened Carl back, and Carl immediately ran away. Carl teamed up with Willie and went to Oda's house to get his money back. But the good thing was that Sam had already reached Oda and warned her that her life was in danger. Because Carl and Willie were coming to kill her, Oda left her house and hid somewhere safe. When Carl and Willie arrived at Oda's house, they couldn't find her. Willie said maybe she had already escaped. Carl told Willie, "You stay here, and if you see Oda, kill her immediately." Carl then went straight to Molly's house. Meanwhile, Sam made Willie aware of his presence and started knocking things down. He also wrote something on the mirror and turned on the water taps. Willie got extremely scared and started running away. As Willie ran outside, he suddenly had a car accident. But even after that, he tried to get up and run again. Sam appeared before him and said, "Willie, you are dead now. If you want, look back once." When Willie looked down, he saw his dead body lying there. That meant he had died. Suddenly, many black spirits came and took Willie away because he had done many bad things in his life. After death, people who commit evil deeds are taken to hell by black shadows, dark spirits. Sam immediately took Oda to Molly's house because her life was in danger. Carl could come anytime and attack Molly. But Molly did not trust Oda even after seeing her. Then Sam told Oda, "Put a coin here." When Oda put the coin, Sam lifted it in the air and placed it in Molly's hand. Seeing this, Molly believed that Sam's spirit was truly present. Now Molly allowed Oda inside the house and fully trusted everything. Oda spoke to Sam's spirit, "If you want, you can control my body so you can talk to Molly through me." Sam did that, and entered Oda's body. Their spirits combined. Now, Sam's spirit, inside Oda's body, started talking lovingly with Molly and made her realize it was really Sam. Molly became very emotional. Suddenly, Carl arrived outside the door and tried to enter. Sam, in Oda's body, took Molly and tried to escape by another route because Carl was completely insane and could hurt Molly. But Carl, holding a gun, caught Molly while running after them. Sam left Oda's body, invisible, and first saved Molly by taking the gun from Carl. He beat Carl badly. Carl could not see Sam, so he couldn't protect himself. He had no choice but to run away. Sam unleashed all his anger on Carl. But now Carl was very scared. As soon as he came near the window, the mirrors around started shaking and breaking. A large piece of broken mirror flew straight into Carl's body. Carl immediately got up, but now he wasn't sure if he could see Sam. Sam said to Carl, "You are already dead." When Carl looked back, he saw his dead body lying there, which was now finished. That's why Carl had now become a spirit. In the next moment, dark spirits came and took Carl with them to hell because he had also done many bad deeds in his life. Now Sam had saved Molly's life, but Molly could hear everything Sam was saying to her. Molly became very emotional and started crying. Suddenly, a bright light filled the room. It was the door to heaven. Sam's spirit, being very good, was being accepted into heaven. Before leaving, Sam told Molly, "I will always love you, and I am taking many happy memories of you with me." Sam said his last goodbye to Molly and immediately went towards the white light, entering heaven. Molly kept all the memories she shared with Sam safely in her heart. Oda also decided, after seeing all this, that she would help needy spirits because she now had the abilities. And with this, our story ends here.